welcome to the Fermented Homestead. If you're new here, my name is Anna, and on this channel, I'm sharing our journey of learning how to turn our home into a homestead. Today, we're going to be finishing up the garlic, what is it? It's a cheesy garlic bite, I think is the name of it. It's kind of like a savory garlic cinnamon roll. It looks really good. So anyways, it's been about 12 hours since we both fermented it last night. If you didn't catch it, make sure to check yesterday's video. You will see what day before yesterday's video. You'll see what I'm talking about. So now we just let it rest overnight in that in the bread maker. I have a feeling I should have added more dough, more flour. It feels kind of sticky, and it says it's not supposed to be sticky, so I don't know. We'll find out. I'm just pulling it. It says to use a dough scraper, but I'm gonna be a dough scraper for now, or bowl scraper. Okay. And it says to make sure that you're doing it the smooth side down or the non-sticky side down. So at any rate, we're just pulling all this out of here because this thing is amazing. This thing, if you guys see like a dough, like a bread maker, we got this at a thrift store for like a few bucks. Like it was super dirt cheap. So check it out if you can. We are just following directions here. This is not my recipe. I will link it down below for you guys. So she says, I'm assuming it's a she, pull these out into a rectangle shape, lengthwise, horizontally according to wherever you're standing. Okay, we need a bench scraper. My bench scraper's in the dishwasher, so we'll use a bowl scraper instead. So you're just pulling it, pushing it, you're just getting it to be a rectangle. And it says to let it rest for 10 minutes. And while that 10 minutes is going on, we should be mixing up our filling. I don't have butter at room temperature, so okay, so it calls for 100 grams of butter at room temperature, 50 grams of mozzarella, 50 grams of Parmesan, and 10 grams of garlic powder. We're just gonna mix it all together, and when this has rested for 10 minutes, we're gonna lay it out on here. Now that it's been roughly 10 minutes, I mixed it with a potato masher. That's all I could find that would work. So then we're gonna take it and spread it out. And this guy here, I'm sure there's better ways to do this, but whatever. So we're just trying to spread this out. You're gonna leave like, I don't know, maybe a 2-inch strip on the top so that you can close it. I feel like this is not. I wonder if I should have melted this. Maybe I should have melted it. All right, so now that we got this on here, we're gonna take it and just roll it up like a cinnamon roll. Hopefully we can release it from the table here. So, can you see that? Okay, yeah, you can. Yeah, I probably should have added a little more flour when I was mixing this. I did add some right at the end, but I still probably should have added even more. Okay, get a nice little tube going on here. You're gonna kind of roll it and kind of tuck it. Okay, so I'm definitely learning. The Bialys kind of taught me, you know, trust your gut, and it's okay to add more flour. Even the second time that I did the Bialy, I should have added even more. That was one thing that was really common in the comments, was that the dough was too wet. And I think this might be too wet as well. But I don't think it's like terrible too wet. I'm just kind of rolling it under, tucking it in. But yeah, it's okay to add more flour. I didn't know what I was doing. I still don't. But that's what this whole month is about. It's just learning how to do sourdough. So appreciate all you guys' comments. I wish I'd gotten the comments before I did my second round of the Bialys. That would have been cool, but I have it for next time I try the Bialys, which I will do before too long. Okay, so then we're just gonna take some water, rub it along here to get this nice and wet so it'll seal properly. There we go. Roll it up. So these aren't going to be the perfect shape, which is totally fine by me. Okay. I kind of want to put a little flour down. Just so I can release it, you know? Just a bit, not a lot. That looks funny. There we go. Okay, so lay it down, seam side down, and then we're gonna cut it into 12 pieces to fit in here. Okay. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna put them in here, kind of fluff them up a little, just to kind of get rid of the cut lines, you know? Put whatever side's prettier up. All right, and then we're just gonna cover this with a towel and let it rise for 2 hours. We're ready to do the topping. The oven is heating up, so we're ready to bake this guy off. We got somewhat of a rise off of it. It's nothing like insane, but I'm happy with it, especially for having such a new starter. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna brush it with the butter. I'm gonna be very generous with the butter. And the oven is preheated to 350. I'm gonna link the recipe down below so you guys can find it very easily. Go over and follow the directions. If you give her a blog a view so she can get credit for it. Then some garlic. So just sprinkle garlic powder. $350 for around 15 minutes. Decrease this time if they are small, or at least watch them closely. So we're gonna go ahead and give this a taste. It looks pretty darn good. It is the savory version of a cinnamon roll. That is so good. Oh my gosh, you do need to make sure to bake it longer than the instructions say. Oh my gosh, that is so good. It's ooey, it's gooey, it's garlicky, buttery, everything you could ever hope for in something like this. Amazing. I bet that would taste really good with the tomato sauce that we cooked up yesterday. I might do that. All right, so, okay, so I am gonna go, I have my live stream. I'm trying to get a video to upload and then have a live stream. And then after the live stream tonight, we are gonna mix up tomorrow's project. So I'll see you back then. Okay, so it's a little bit late in the evening. Okay, so I kind of screwed up this morning. Well, not this morning, I screwed up all day today. And I forgot to actually feed my starters until probably about 6:30 in the evening. So they didn't have enough time to rise for me to actually be able to do anything with them, and I let them go a little bit too long. So I'm gonna give them an extra day to kind of recover. In the morning, we'll go ahead and feed them. And then tomorrow I'm planning on having some kind of a discard recipe. So we'll see what that actually is. I have not actually figured out what that is going to be. We'll find out tomorrow together. If you guys are new around here, we just moved for a 30-acre homestead in southern Missouri, and I'm bringing along, sharing with you all the things that we are doing to turn our home into a homestead. Most most of that is involved around the kitchen with food preservation, canning, freezing, dehydrating, and fermenting, as well as sharing with you how we use that preserved food in our everyday cooking. If that sounds awesome to you, click this button right here. This is the subscribe button. This is what tells YouTube you want to come back here. Up here is a video that Mr. Google Pants thinks that you're going to enjoy. If you got FOMO, fear of missing out, click this button right here and you'll see what we did yesterday. And then up here is our Sourdough for Normies playlist. Make sure you check that one out for all the awesomeness since the beginning of September. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.